Greetings, YouTube. The British Prime Minister has declared that there will be no longer be any body shaming ads on public transportation, in particular the British tube or subway. And body shaming ads, I mean things like, for example, models showing off bikinis, giving the impression that unless you do X, Y, and Z, you won't look like this. This type of ad. And the reasoning behind this decision is that you can't move on a tube. When you're sitting there and there's ads around you, you can't get away from them. For example, if I find an ad here on YouTube, I can click through it or I can ignore it. I can walk away from it. I have the option of not engaging with that ad because I control my ability to look at the ad. But when you're sitting in public transportation, you can't. Now, I say this from personal experience. I know exactly what that's like. I took the bus between ages 14 and 22. Rather 14 and 36 for 22 years. So for 22 years, I took the bus and I got stuck looking at whatever ads were on the bus every darn day. Now, the ads on the outside of the bus, I don't give a rat's ass about. Those ads are moving. No one in the bus can see them, excuse me, but then the cars around them are moving away from them or the vehicles moving away from them. So you're not being inundated with an ad that you can't escape. But ads on the inside of the bus, you can't escape those. And if they're body shaming, they can be hammer blows onto the psyche of the people on board every day, telling them, you don't look like this, you don't look like this, you don't look like this. And that can be very detrimental to our self image. Because there is no wrong way to have a body. You are what you are. And you should strive to be healthy, but no one should be judging you for what you look like, how you dress, and no one should be telling you that you have to look a certain way or dress a certain way. Dress the way you want, dress with clothing that fits you and make sure that it's comfortable for you, and the rest of the world should just mind its own business. I think there's an argument for removing all kinds of ads from the inside of public transportation that aren't also public institutions. For example, libraries and museums. I would have no, or public colleges, things like that. I would have no problem with those types of ads inside public transportation. But I don't think we should be stuck looking at any kind of ads you can't escape. But being our twisted capitalist system, that would probably never happen. Because we underfund our public transportation and expect ad revenue to help make up for some of that defunding. Yeah, it's twisted. But at least this prime minister is moving in the right direction and helping to create an environment that is more inclusive. And as I've said many times before, with a liberal progressive worldview, I am all about inclusive, and I think that we should avoid exclusion. And body shaming ads are about excluding. They're about making people feel guilty. They're about shaming them. They're about saying, well, if you don't look like this, you are a failure. You are morally broken. You have not achieved what society says you should achieve, and society will not accept you until you achieve this. And that's warped and twisted. That's the kind of thing that causes people anxiety and is the seed that gets planted in a mind that creates eating disorders, which we don't need. So I applaud this effort, and I hope that this kind of idea spreads, that this could spread to other places that do in fact have ads on the inside of public transportation, that they should be ads that are vetted to not be harming the people that are taking that public transportation. I think that's a really, really low bar that I think everyone can get on board with. Don't you agree?